In a quiet forest, far from bustling towns and cities, lived a little fox named Oliver. His bright amber fur shimmered in the dappled sunlight, and his curious eyes sparkled with wonder. Oliver had a gentle heart and loved nothing more than exploring the woods, chasing butterflies, and listening to the melodious songs of night owls. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and fireflies began to twinkle like tiny stars, Oliver stumbled upon something extraordinary.
Near the gnarled roots of an ancient oak tree, he discovered a small, golden lantern.
Its surface was adorned with intricate swirls that seemed to dance in the soft moonlight. Intrigued, Oliver carefully picked up the lantern.
To his surprise, it emitted only the faintest glow, reminiscent of a sleepy candle's flame.
"What a strange lantern!" Oliver whispered, his voice barely audible in the stillness of the forest. "Why is it so dim?" As if in response to his question, a tiny inscription on the lantern's handle suddenly illuminated, revealing glowing words, "I shine brightest when kindness is near." Oliver's eyes widened with excitement. "Kindness," he mused aloud. "I wonder what that means." Little did Oliver know that this mysterious lantern would be the beginning of a magical adventure that would change his life forever. The next morning, Oliver set out to explore the forest with his newfound treasure.
As he trotted along the familiar paths, he came across a family of rabbits huddled together, looking forlorn.
Their once-lush berry bush had withered, leaving them with empty stomachs and heavy hearts. Oliver's sewn tummy rumbled as he remembered his secret stash of juicy red berries hidden under a nearby bush. He hesitated for a moment, torn between his love for the sweet treats and the sight of the hungry rabbits. With a warm smile spreading across his face, Oliver made his decision. "Here!"
"You can have these," he said softly, presenting his cherished berries to the rabbit family.
Their eyes lit up with joy, and they squeaked their gratitude. "Thank you, Oliver," they chorused, their little noses twitching with excitement. As soon as Oliver shared his berries, something magical happened. The lantern in his paw began to glow a little brighter, its golden light flickering warmly as if it were smiling too. Oliver's heart swelled with happiness, knowing he had made a difference in his friends' lives. That evening, as twilight painted the sky in hues of pink and purple, Oliver found himself wandering near the meadow. He noticed a cluster of fireflies buzzing in confused circles, their tiny lights blinking frantically.
Concerned, he approached the distressed insects.
One firefly, its voice tinged with worry, cried out, "We can't find our way back to our glowing tree. It's too dark." Oliver's mind raced as he tried to think of a way to help his luminous friends. Suddenly, an idea struck him.
"Follow me. Know the way," Oliver said confidently, lifting the lantern high above his head.
Though its light was still soft, it was enough to guide the little fireflies through the meadow, past the tall grass, and back to their beloved glowing tree. As the fireflies reached their destination, they danced joyfully in the air, their lights twinkling with gratitude. "Thank you, Oliver,"
they chimed in unison.
The fox's heart swelled with pride, and to his amazement, the lantern responded by glowing even brighter. Its gentle golden light now reached farther into the night, illuminating the surrounding forest with a warm, comforting glow. The following day, Oliver's paws carried him to a familiar clearing,
where he often played with his forest friends.
There, sitting all alone on a fallen log, was Holly the hedgehog. Her little nose drooped, and her eyes glistened with unshed tears. Concerned for his friend, Oliver approached her gently. "What's wrong, Holly?" he asked, his voice filled with genuine care and concern. Holly sniffled, her tiny body trembling slightly as she spoke. "I tried to roll into a ball like the other hedgehogs, but I keep falling over. Everyone laughed at me," she confessed, her voice barely above a whisper. Oliver's heart ached for his friend. He sat beside her on the log, his warm fur brushing against her prickly spines. "It's okay, Holly," he said softly. "You're special, just the way you are. And besides, I think you're the best hedgehog at finding shiny pebbles and making everyone laugh. Don't be sad." Holly's eyes brightened at Oliver's kind words. and a small smile tugged at the corners of her mouth. "Do you really think so?" she asked, hope creeping into her voice. "I know so," Oliver replied with unwavering certainty. As he spoke these words of encouragement, the lantern in his paw glowed even brighter, shining like a little star and bathing the clearing in its warm, golden light. That night, as the forest settled into a peaceful slumber, Oliver found himself back at the old oak tree where his adventure had begun. He sat beneath its sprawling branches, the now brightly glowing lantern beside him. Its light filled the forest with a warm, golden radiance that seemed to touch every leaf and flower.
As Oliver gazed at the lantern in wonder, something extraordinary happened. The lantern spoke to him in a gentle, melodious voice.
"Oliver," it said, "do you know why I shine?" Surprised by the lantern's ability to speak, Oliver tilted his head in curiosity. "Because I helped my friends," he ventured, his voice filled with a mixture of awe and uncertainty. "Yes," the lantern replied softly, its light pulsing gently as it spoke. "But the truth is I only reflect the light that comes from your heart. Every kind thing you do makes your own light grow, and I simply show you how bright it really is." Oliver's eyes widened as he processed this revelation. "So, the magic was inside me all along?" he asked, his voice filled with wonder and a hint of disbelief. The lantern twinkled in response, as if smiling at the little fox's realization. "Exactly," it confirmed, its voice warm and encouraging. From that moment on, Oliver's perspective on the magical lantern changed entirely. He continued to carry it with him on his adventures through the forest. Not because he needed its light, but as a constant reminder of the brightness within his own heart. The lantern became a symbol of the kindness and compassion that Oliver now knew he possessed. With this newfound understanding, Oliver's desire to help others grew even stronger. He shared his food with hungry animals, guided lost creatures back to their homes, and offered comfort to those feeling sad or lonely. With each act of kindness, the forest became a warmer, happier place, touched by the gentle glow of Oliver's compassion. Word of Oliver's kindness spread throughout the forest. Whenever animals saw the bright glow of his lantern in the night, they would smile and whisper to one another, "There goes Oliver, the little fox whose kindness lights up the whole forest." His reputation for warmth and generosity preceded him, and many sought him out for help and companionship. As time passed, Oliver's adventures continued, each one teaching him new lessons about the power of kindness and the light within his own heart. He learned that even the smallest acts of compassion could have a profound impact on those around him, and that true happiness came from bringing joy to others. One particularly dark night, when storm clouds obscured the moon and stars, Oliver's lantern shone brighter than ever before. Its light pierced through the gloom, guiding a group of lost young animals back to their worried parents. As the families reunited, their gratitude and joy only made Oliver's inner light tanned. Consequently, the lantern's glow even more radiant. Through all his experiences, Oliver never forgot the lesson of the magical lantern. He understood that the true magic lay not in the object itself, but in the kindness and love that resided within his own heart. The lantern was merely a reflection of the goodness he chose to share with the world. And so, as the moon rose high in the sky and the forest grew quiet, Oliver curled up in his cozy den, the magical lantern glowing softly by his side. Its warm light was a comforting presence, a gentle reminder of the day's adventures and the kindness he had shared. As Oliver drifted off to sleep, he smiled contentedly, knowing that tomorrow would bring new opportunities to spread warmth and light throughout his beloved forest home. The magical lantern, now as much a part of him as his bright amber fur, would be there to guide him and reflect the kindness in his heart. In the quiet of the night, as Oliver's gentle snores filled his den, the lantern's glow pulsed softly, as if keeping time with the little fox's heartbeat. It stood as a testament to the truth that even the smallest acts of kindness can light up the darkest nights, and that the brightest magic of all resides within the hearts of those who choose to be kind.